What's up, everybody? Today, I'm gonna do a review on Monday Night Raw. I think this was an okay show. They kind of switched some things up, so I kind of like it, man. So we're gonna start off with a recap of Bianca Belair as referee last week. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people are so mad that Rhea Ripley and Io Sky got disqualified. Well, what the hell do you expect? They both hit it and accidentally hit it Bianca Belair. You know what I'm saying? And Bianca didn't know what position she was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So we get to the promo with Adam Pearce. He brings out Io Sky. Bianca Belair comes out looking like a black witch. Well, not like black witch, like a black, but you know what I'm saying? Like witch from a Halloween party. And then Rhea Ripley comes out with this red and makeup and purple makeup looking all scary, but in reality, she's probably a nice woman. You know what I'm saying? So Adam Pearce announces that at WrestleMania, it will be Rhea versus Io versus Bianca, which again, I don't want to see. You feel what I'm saying? You should have just stick with fucking Rhea versus Bianca at this point because Io Sky as champion doesn't make any sense. But Rhea Ripley has to stick her nose in the business, right? She can't just wait until after WrestleMania to get a rematch. So Bianca says that this doesn't make any sense because a couple weeks ago I would be pissed off at this contract signing. Y'all act like I didn't win the Elimination Chamber, earn my shot, and then Rhea gets involved in my business, which I totally agree. When Bianca earned her shot, she went through hell and she earns a title shot. You get what I'm saying? So Rhea Ripley wants to get involved and get all mad and shit, which doesn't make any sense. Another poor booking decision by Triple H. Rhea Ripley starts running her mouth saying, I'm not scared of you. You think I'm scared? Bianca just tells her to shut the fuck up and sign the contract. You got what you deserve. They argue back and forth once again. What is there for Rhea to fucking say? Like, at this point, Rhea Ripley's acting like a spoiled brat. You know what I'm saying? She says absolutely nothing, and they're making her look like a brat. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you lost the title to Io Sky. You had your shot. You failed. It should just be Bianca versus Io, in my opinion. But I guess you're gonna go with the triple threat match for I don't know why. You get what I'm saying? So fucking Io Sky walks out as they two argue. They get really pissed off, right? And they kicked each other. So basically Io Sky goes up top of the rope and kicks both of them in their arms, right? Like literally, this is getting so exhausting at this point. How many times do we have to see Rhea Ripley get so mad that she doesn't get things her way? You lost the match, you got disqualified, and you lost to Io Sky last month. So what is there for you to bitch about? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand what they're doing here. Let's move on. So basically at WrestleMania 41, it's going to be Braun Breaker, the Intercontinental Champion, versus Penta, versus Dominic Mysterio, and guess what? Versus Finn Balor. Why? Why are these two fights facing each other? They're both tag team partners. You know what I'm saying? That's like putting Edge and Christian in the Intercontinental Championship match in the Attitude Era with Kurt Angle or Al Snow. You get what I'm saying? So what the hell are they exactly fighting for here? Because what? Finn Balor wants to be champion and Liv Morgan wants Dominic to become champion? Fuck out of here, bro. This is a poor decision. And basically, they go backstage, and Finn Balor is not very happy with this decision. I totally agree. He's like, why am I facing you at WrestleMania? We're a team, man. Blah, blah, blah. Dominic's like, I think it's a good idea, man. I think it's a good idea, man. We can face each other, you know, and we can fight for the title. One of us can bring the title home. Like, just nonsense with Dominic Mysterio, you know? And Liv Morgan comes up and says absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, again, let's just move on, you know? Up next, we have Lyra Fakara versus Bayley for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Again, these two are going to be in the Women's Gauntlet Tag Team match for a Women's Tag Team title match at WrestleMania. Again, why are these two facing each other? Now, I understand Raquel Rodriguez lost to Bayley a couple weeks ago, right? So again, if they were going to face each other, if they were going to be in a Gauntlet match, why didn't Raquel just win the match in the first place? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, nobody cares about the Women's Intercontinental Championship match here. So basically, it's a boring-ass match. I really wasn't interested. I was on my phone, and basically, I hear that Lyra Fakara wins by a roll-up. Bayley gets frustrated, but she shakes her hand and hugs each other. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be a surprise. And basically, Triple H is going to have Bayley turn on Lyra Fakara, and she's going to win the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Because again, Bayley is one of Triple H's guys and girls. So trust me, it's going to happen. I guarantee it. Kathy Kelly interviews a comedian named Bert Kresker. Who the hell is Bert Kresker? Now, I don't have a problem with him, but like again with WWE, do we have to keep putting up an artists and comedians that we never heard of or don't know? I'm not interested in comedy right here. I am interested in wrestling and want to see wrestling in action from WWE. So I don't know why he's interviewing her. There's a whole altercation with fucking American Made and Otis and Akira Tozawa that nobody cares about. It's just another Nickelodeon part of the show. So let's move on. Up next, we have LWO versus American Made. They make their entrances, but we get to commercial break. When we get back to commercial break, Kathy Kelly interviews AJ Styles. Why are we wasting the wrestlers' times on TV? Why are we wasting time? Why are they just standing there, just watching a commercial? Like I was live on Raw. I went to the Raw show live last month, and really, fucking Akira Tozawa and Otis had to stand there waiting for the commercial to get over with, like 2-3 minutes. Like, dude, can we just get to the fucking wrestling? Can we just get to people wrestling? But no, I guess not because, again, there's commercials that gotta be played. So Kathy Kelly interviews AJ Styles talking about his match with Logan Paul. AJ Styles says that I will embarrass Logan Paul at WrestleMania because I am the greatest of all time. Karrion Kross comes up out of nowhere. He says nothing and says that I want to help the Styles, the real AJ Styles, at WrestleMania. AJ's like, what AJ Styles are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? Like, really, what are you talking about, bro? He says absolutely nothing to everybody on the roster. Like, shut up already. You know what I'm saying? He says he says to AJ Styles that if you lose at WrestleMania, we all lose. So he's trying to have AJ Styles join Final Testament and those two to become tag team partners. He wants to save AJ Styles from the fans. He wants AJ Styles to go to his dark side, which it's not gonna happen. Like, no, it's not gonna happen, bro. Not gonna happen. So he challenges Karrion Kross to a match next week on Raw. Great. Finally, Karrion Kross can wrestle again. Because where the hell has Karrion Kross been? All you do is go around backstage and start shit. Come on, man. Bullshit. So we get to the match, LWO versus American Made. I actually kind of like this match. It was okay. I like the parts where LWO put 3 of the members on ring posts and they were doing the drop kicks and the signature moves. And you know what I'm saying? It did suicide dives. But later on, American Made conquers the match and they do 3 suplexes on the ring posts each other, right? You know how it is. But if anybody saw the match, it was awesome, bro. Y'all gotta see the highlight. Y'all gotta see the match again. Anyways, LWO loses the match after Rey Mysterio gets attacked by El Garna, fucking Chad Gable, with a fucking, what was it, brace knuckle or some shit from his forehead. He put it in his mouth or something, and then he headbutt the nigga, right? So anyways, they end the match like that, and we gotta move on to the next segment, which is a recap of Gunther attacking Jimmy Uso from last week. I liked how this was booked, man. Like, again, Triple H is not good at booking, but I gotta give my props to him, man. I gotta give my props to him because he knew exactly what he was doing last week, man. So Gunther comes out, and then Jey Uso comes out very angry, right? He doesn't yeet this time. He doesn't do the yeet. He doesn't go out by the ring post. He just comes out very serious because last week his brother was attacked and now he's currently injured, I'm assuming, right? So anyways, Jey Uso gets very frustrated. He slaps the mic out of Gunther's hand and he says, Gunther, you got a mom? You got a mom? You talk to your mom? And what do you guys talk about? He says, I got a mother. We talked about how this week I talked to my mother and we talked about how her older son, is out and laying up in the hospital bed with 15 stitches in his head. So basically, Jey Uso's got stitches to his head. 15 stitches. Maybe he does it, maybe he's not. But anyways, that's insane shit, right? He says that I realize that I'm not afraid of you no more, right? Gunther tries to explain himself, but he says, but fucking Jey Uso says, you need to hug your family and kiss them. Because I'm going to pray for your safety. And I'm going to pray that I'm going to beat you. I'm going to get you for my family, and I'm going to get you for my brother. On some Cody Rhodes shit. Oh, I'm going to do this for my brother. I'm going to do this for my family. Do this for my dad. Shut the fuck up. Just go out there and fight and be great. You know what I'm saying? Just make it simple, man. But this is good credit, but at the same time, we could do a lot better, man. Nah, I'm just playing. But no, this is really good, bro. I just didn't like the end when he's talking about, oh, I could do this with my family, do this with my dad, do this. Bro, you're going to become world champion, and you're going to do this for yourself and for your people. Either way, bro. They're going to sit there and watch you become champion. So really, bro, you're going to be good. Anyways, we get to another recap of Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk and Seth Rollins on SmackDown. Again, this shit was just a waste of time, bro. Like, the whole favor this time was for Paul Heyman to be at Punk's corner at the main event of WrestleMania, and this has been teased for 12 years now. Nobody cares, bro. We all knew this shit. We all knew somehow CM Punk wanted to be in the main event of WrestleMania, or somehow he wants to unite with Paul Heyman once again. So, to me, this is not no surprise to me. I don't give a shit anymore about this. You know what I mean? At this point, you might as well have Seth Rollins team up with fucking Paul Heyman and just go on about their business. You know what I'm saying? Up next, we have Rey Mysterio. He goes to Adam Pearce, and he wants Chad Gable at WrestleMania. So basically, it's going to be Chad Gable versus Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to that match. Hopefully, Rey Mysterio whoops his ass once and for all. Up next, we have the New Day versus the War Raiders. We start off with Xavier, who keeps running away, but gets beat up by fucking Eric. But he gets up, and then he beats up Eric. So basically, they go back and forth, all four of them in the ring. All just go back and forth, right? Kofi Kingston throws in a chair, right? But somehow, Ivar grabs it and hits Kofi Kingston with it. So the New Day wins by DQ. And then this is when the New Day and the World Raiders start attacking each other, right? Xavier and then Kofi attack him and chokes Eric in a fucking chair, right? He puts the chair around his neck, starts choking him, right? So again here, right? If you're gonna book New Day to be serious heels, we need to see more shit like this. For them to tag teams and make the lives hell. Just have them bleed or have them in pain and shit. You get what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about, bro. So we just need New Day to be booked serious and be champions. Like, put the titles on them, bro. Like, really, we need New Day as champions right away. I saw a damn commercial of The Undertaker's One Dead Man show that's coming up April the 19th at WrestleMania week. Let me tell you something. Nobody really gives a fuck. You know why? Because ticket prices are so high, and at the same time, they're just robbing everybody and taking their money. Really, you know how much this shit costs? Like, bro, like, readily, like, over 1,000 you can get a ticket. It's unacceptable. It's bullshit, if you ask me. Fuck out of here. I'm not going to be surprised if WrestleMania has a low attendance. People are going to say, WrestleManias have a lot of people here. It's a low attendance. This is going to be the worst WrestleMania of all time. Well, duh. And I blame this on Triple H. I can't blame the fans. But if you guys are going to buy tickets, you guys are dumb. I'm sorry, but you guys are ridiculous. Especially over 300, you're crazy. Except if you have good investments, but I don't care. That's too much. That's too much money, bro. Seriously. Nobody wants to keep going through that shit, bro. Really. We have a recap of Cody Rhodes versus John Cena, right? This is a waste of time, right? Another waste of time. Because it took 3 weeks for John Cena to turn heel. And John Cena's problem was the fans being ungrateful and not understanding his struggle and just taking him for granted, which I understood. So you attack Cody Rhodes because of that? Bro, you should just say I attack Cody Rhodes because he's trying to be like me and The Rock said some bullshit and he can act like The Rock's bitch. That's the only way we could go about it. Real talk. But him just attacking the fans and attacking Cody Rhodes doesn't make any sense at all to me. And Triple H just adding in a bunch of ingredients that are not going to fucking taste right and nobody's going to follow. You get what I'm saying? So again, why is Cody Rhodes still champion? He has been champion for 365 days. Bullshit. Are you kidding me? 365 days as champion with 8 title defenses? Bro, 8 title defenses in 365 days. It's been like 65 days since the Royal Rumble, right? It's bullshit, bro. This nigga should have already lost it anyways. We had time for Cody Rhodes to lose his title and maybe he could win it again. But this is dumb. You know what I'm saying? So up next we have Penta versus Dominic Mysterio. This is a whack ass match. You know what I'm saying? Let's just move on. And let's get to the main event. With Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins. Paul Heyman comes out. He says, a lot of people are telling me, do I have CM Punk's side? Do I have Roman Reigns' side? I will never turn my back on these two. Just because I'm with Roman Reigns, I will always support my best friend, CM Punk, the best in the world. Then Seth Rollins comes out. He tells Paul Heyman, he said, Paul, Paul, there is no way you could try to tell me and these people that Roman and Punk care about you. Let's be honest. Roman Reigns don't give a damn about you. He has you carry his luggage. He has you doing things for him. You know what I mean? He wasn't there for you when the Bloodline was attacking you. When Cody Rhodes beat him at WrestleMania because of me, the visionary, the visionary, he was nowhere to be found. He didn't even save you in your whole town when Sol Sikoa put you through that table. And when CM Punk left WWE and came back to help Roman Reigns, he didn't care about you. He did it for the money. See, CM Punk cares about himself. And CM Punk doesn't care about you, Paul. And Seth Rollins has a good point. Seth Rollins has a good point. Because Roman Reigns didn't save Paul Heyman when he was getting attacked by the Bloodline. It had to take for the Bloodline to take out Paul Heyman for another month for Roman to come back. I didn't like how this was booked. And I understand exactly what Seth was saying. Because he's got a good point. And this is what I've been saying a long time. For a while now. This is why I want to see Seth Rollins unite with Paul Heyman. Because them niggas don't got Paul Heyman's back. So why we got to keep, you know what I'm saying? Why does Paul Heyman got to be treated like this? And at the same time, Seth Rollins is going to turn on Paul Heyman. So nobody gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So Paul Heyman says, I don't know what you're talking about. Blah, blah, blah. Nonsense. And Seth Rollins gets in Paul Heyman's face. He says, I could get you out of this problem right now. How about a good kick to your back and your face and a stomp to your head? Right? He puts his hands on Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman grabs and says, don't put your hands on me. Like, I think it's like the first time I see Paul Heyman defends himself, right? And then CM Punk comes out and saves Paul Heyman. And this leads to CM Punk and Seth Rollins brawling. And then Seth Rollins attacks CM Punk and hits him with the curb stop, laying CM Punk on the floor, on the ground, right? Seth Rollins says, I don't know what he says to Paul Heyman. But it's something, bro. And you never know what's going to happen. Paul Heyman might just side with Seth Rollins. Because Seth Rollins got a good point. Again, Roman Reigns didn't save Paul Heyman. And CM Punk didn't save him. They were nowhere to be found saving this dude. So it's like, what the hell? Make it make sense to me. You know what I mean? So, again, Paul Heyman might save and help Seth Rollins. And they could be a faction together. This is the only way we can go about it. Because this could save Seth Rollins' career. And at the same time, with Randy Orton turning on Cody, he could be joining those two. And this can help Randy Orton get back in the picture before his time is coming up. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't like Randy Orton being in the mid card like that. You know what I mean? I like to be him in the main event up there at times. And he's not doing it because Triple H cares about his NXT guys who are not going to make it nowhere. So anyways, this was okay show. If we could do a little better. But I got to give it a 6 out of 10, man. We had a good promo from Jey Uso and Gunther. We're getting a triple threat match between Rhea versus Bianca versus Io. I'm not fucking with it, but I'm glad Bianca went to business. And then Io started kicking some ass, laying down Rhea Ripley, because I'm getting sick and tired of Rhea Ripley. And that's pretty much it, man. So let me know what you guys think about this shit, man.